there. You may be wondering, what in God's name is this girl doing purposefully reading a book and making you guys watch it? Well, why I'm doing this is because since you have clicked on this video, you obviously have some interest in it, or you're wondering, what is she doing with her life? Well, the answer to that question is I am reading a book with my life. But, hi. I would really appreciate if you could subscribe and like this video. And without further ado, I will get into this book. It is called Hoot, and I took off the cover because I'm dumb. And it's by Hyacinth. I hope I pronounced that right. It's right here on the top. It's Hoot, and yes. Let's go ahead and start reading this book from chapter 1. Now, before we begin reading this story, I'd like you to know that I may mess up, but that's okay, because everybody messes up in life, because we are human, and humans are not really perfect. So I may mess up a lot, but I'm going to try to do one chapter at a time for a video, unless the chapter is really long, and sometimes I'll do part 1 and part 2. But I really hope that this channel becomes successful and grows very large. My name is Gizmo. You can call me Gizmo. I'm not going to share my real name until we reach 2K subscribers. But call me Gizmo for now. So, yes, let's go ahead and start up with chapter 1. Roy would have not noticed a strange boy if it weren't for Dan Martherson, because Roy didn't ordinarily look out the window of the school bus. He preferred to read comics and mystery books on the morning ride to Trace Middle. But on this day, a Monday, Roy would never forget, Dana Marthinson grabbed Roy's head and from behind and pressed his thumbs into Roy's temples, as if he were squeezing a soccer ball. The older kids were supposed to stay in the back of the bus, but Donna had snuck up behind Roy's seat and ambushed him. When Roy tried to wriggle free, Dana mushed his face against the window. It was then, squinting through the smudged glass, that Roy spotted the strange boy running across the sidewalk. It appeared that he were hurrying to catch up with the school bus, which had stopped at a corner to pick up some more kids. The boy was straw blonde and wiry. His skin was nut brown from the sun. His expression on his face was intent and serious. That was my dad. My dad again. He wore a faded Miami Heat basketball jersey and dirty khaki shorts. And here's the odd part, no shoes. The soles of his bare feet looked as black as barbecue coals. Trace Middle School didn't have the world's strictest dress code, but Roy is pretty sure that some sort of footwear was required. The boy must have been carrying sneakers in his backpack. If only he'd been wearing a backpack. No shoes, no backpack, no books. Strange, indeed, on a school day. Roy was sure that the barefoot boy would catch all kinds of grief from Dana and the other big kids once he boarded the bus. But that didn't happen, because the boy kept running, past the corner, past the line of students waiting to get on the bus. The bus itself. Roy wanted to shout, "Hey, look at that guy!" But his mouth wasn't working so well. Dana Marthinson still had him from behind, pushing his face against the window. As the bus pulled away from the intersection, Roy hoped to catch another glimpse of the boy farther up the street. However, he had turned off the sidewalk and was now cutting across the private yard, running very fast. Much faster than Roy can ever run, and maybe even faster than Richard, Roy's best friend back in Montana. Sorry if I'm reading really fast. I hope I am not. I don't think I am, but if I am, tell me down in the comments, and maybe for chapter 2 I will slow down a bit. Richard was so fast that he got to work out with his high school track squad when he was only in 7th grade. Dana Marthinson was digging his fingernails into Roy's scalp, trying to make him squeal, but Roy barely felt a thing. He was gripped with curiosity as the running boy dashed through one neat green yard after another, getting smaller in Roy's vision as he put a wider distance between himself and the school bus. Roy saw a pointy-eared dog, probably a German shepherd, bound off somebody's porch and go for the boy. Incredibly, the boy didn't change his course. He vaulted over to the dog, trashed through a cherry hedge, and then disappeared from view. Roy gasps. "What's the matter, cowgirl? Had enough?" This was Dana, hissing in Roy's right ear. Being the new kid on the bus, Roy didn't expect help from others. The cowgirl remark was so lame, it wasn't even worth getting mad about. Dana was a well-known idiot, on top of which he outweighed Roy by at least 50 pounds. Fighting back would have been a complete waste of energy. Had enough yet? We can't hear you, Tex. Dana's breath smelled like stale cigarettes. Smoking and beating up little kids were his two main hobbies. Yeah, okay, Roy said impatiently. I've had enough. As soon as he was freed, Roy lowered the window and stuck out his head. The strange boy was gone. Who was he? What was he running from? Roy wondered if any of the other kids on the bus had seen what he'd seen. For a moment, he wondered if he'd really seen it himself. That same morning, a police officer named David Delinko was sent to the future site of another Mother Paula All-American Pancake House. It was a vacant lot at the corner of East Oriole and Woodbury, on the eastern edge of town. Officer Delinko was met by a man in a dark blue pickup truck. The man, who was as bald as a beach ball, introduced himself as Curly. Officer Delinko thought the bald man had a good sense of humor to go by such a nickname, but he was wrong. Curly was cranky and unsmiling. You should have seen what they've done, he said to the policeman. Who? Follow me, the man called Curly said. Hold on, I'm gonna just check how many pages there are. Okay, we have another 6 pages left, but I'm gonna wait, since I'm on only page 4, I'm gonna get to page 6, and then I'll have exactly 6 pages left to the second chapter. So I'm gonna just cut this in half then. Okay. So good? Good. Okay. The policeman couldn't see. Wait, that's right, Curly grunted over his shoulder. Wait, no, sorry, way off. Follow me, the man named Curly said. Officer Delinko got in a step behind him. The dispatcher said that you wanted to report some vandalism. That's right, Curly grunted over his shoulder. The policeman couldn't see what there was to be vandalized on the property, which is basically a few acres of scraggly weeds. Curly stopped walking and pointed to a short piece of lumber on the ground. A ribbon of bright pink plastic was tied to one end of the stick. He had it sharp and it caked its gray dirt. Curly said that pulled him out. Is that the survey stick? Asked Officer Delinko. Yep, they yanked him out of the ground. Every DAMN one. I can't swear, so. Probably just kids. Then they threw him every which way, Curly said, waving a beefy arm. Then they filled in the holes. That's a little weird, the policeman remarked. When did this happen? Last night or early this morning, Curly said. Maybe it don't look like a big deal, but it's gonna take a while to get the site marked out again. Meantime, we can't start clearing or grinding or nothing. We got backhoes and dozers already leased, and now they gotta sit. I know it don't look like the crime of the century, but still. I understand, said Officer Delinko. What's your estimate of the monetary damage? Damage? Yes, so I can put it in my report. The policeman picked up the survey stake and examined it. It's not really broken, is it? Well, no. Were any of them destroyed? Asked Officer Delinko. How much does one of these things cost? $1 or $2? The man called Curly was losing his patience. They didn't break none of the stakes, he said gruffly. Not even one? The policeman frowned. He was trying to figure out what to put in his report. You couldn't have vandalism without monetary damages, and if nothing on the property was broken or defaced. Well, what I'm trying to explain, Curly said irritably, is that it's not like they messed up the survey stakes. It's them screwing up our whole entire construction schedule. That's where it will cost some serious bucks. Alright, I stopped on page 6. It worked out perfectly, so the next time we're going to start right on Officer. And, here we go. I got my bookmark. It's just like a newspaper article. It's kind of weird, but I don't care. And I hope you all enjoyed my first ever video. And my name is Gizmo. If you guys want to see my next video, it will be released soon, obviously. But yes, I hope you all have a fantastic day. And I'll see you all next time I upload. Bye.